Welcome back to Our Issues Birmingham. I'm Tommy Spina. Chris Woods speaking with us today about the future of Birmingham and as how he might be a part of that future. So we're talking about the development downtown, creating jobs for those that live in the city to work in those parts. I know Regions, when it was built, I'm talking about the baseball field, it sparked a whole world of development in that part of the city. There are some contractors out there who feel like Birmingham left them holding the bag. There's been litigation over it. They've resolved it, but they're still got short-handed a bit. Another pet peeve of mine and people that talk to me in the community are the fact that our airport, which is gorgeous, looks great,
improving,
got no people. There's nobody in there because you can't fly anywhere from Birmingham without going somewhere else first, and we're having people drive to Atlanta to take flights, and that just needs to change. And the answers I get from the current administration is an airline issue. Why can't we get with the airlines and offer them some incentives to change that dynamic?
You know, I think the perspective and mindset across the country can dictate that, and we have to change the way people see Birmingham, and that's why I keep coming back to this crime and this unity and working together, because the latest survey that went out in preparation for families travel vacations, 10 cities in America do not go to alone. Now, I hate to say this, but
we're one
family,
of them.
2 southern cities out of the 10 cities all across the United States what made that list: Memphis, Tennessee, and unfortunately yours truly. That's what I feel if we erase that and put a world-class public safety department, police department.
New Orleans didn't make it.
I'm telling you, Tommy. And we're going to hire policemen. We're 150 short. I mean, we're going to really unite the police department, bring back longevity pay, and treat these guys top-notch, 5-star. You got to treat them 5-star to get 5-star services. They deserve it. Closed-circuit TV, and let the rest of the world hear Birmingham in a positive light.
Well,
I think that will attract us going to directly with the airlines and selling Birmingham on this destination place. And I think having that, the sale is what will make a difference.
Well, for example, our civil rights history is in fact history.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
But we still seem to get bogged down in the fact of what we used to be and what we don't want to identify with any longer. I mean, we have to embrace it because it is part of our history. But like when you come into the airport, that's the first thing you see. So how do we shed ourselves of that reputation? And at the same time, the Civil Rights Institute, a beautiful facility.
And you know what? It's been a great destination. I see people visiting because they want to know. But, you know, as a ball player, we learned it's third and long. You can't remember the last play. You got to have a short memory. And you can't look at where you've been or where you are, but where you're trying to go. So the Woods administration leadership would point towards positive future and bringing things together, building off our past, but making it benefit us for a future.
Would you try to eliminate some of the contentionness, if that's a word, that exists in the mayor council, at least from the public's perception?
Yeah, the biggest thing here, the mayor is elected to be the administrator of the city. He runs the city, and the city council is the legislative body. And in my opinion, we have a mayor who wants to do both, and you can't do both. And the people's agenda and what's best for the people have to be first. So I'm one of 13 kids. I tell you again, my brother and I, Byron, we were together, and we couldn't decide who's going to ride the bike first. We shared, and my Lord, we couldn't get it together. My mom come out, take the bike loose, give him a tire, give me a tire. She said, let me know when y'all can get it together.
Well, y'all have to have a convoy just to go to a family outing.
Listen, that issue was resolved very fast, and we learned to work together. I said, Byron, you go first, you're the oldest. So we just got to work together and work behind the scenes, and if we together, and the fact of the matter, the hidden agendas and having the self-interest, self-enrichments, and trying to please a certain individuals. It's pay for play. It's where you trace it all back because you represent someone else's interest. Definitely not the people's interest, because I have never seen any of these arguments or fights when someone's standing up for what's best in the best interest of the people.
Well, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the Birmingham Waterworks Board, because there's a lot of citizens that are served by the Birmingham Waterworks Board that are quite miffed at the way things are operated and the cost particularly of it. Recently, there's been legislation changing the makeup of the board. Do you have any plans in how you want to address the Waterworks Board going forward?
You know, I really do, because I told you we went out and we've been in 95 neighborhoods and we've talked to people. We've been at meetings. We've talked to officers of every community, and my God, it's sad that elderly people are being hit with these high water bills. And you know, as mayor, you know, we'll take the leadership to really make a difference with that. If we have to go to extreme of find a way to make that a city department to get rid of all of this bureaucracy and the politics infighting, because I know the waterworks people, and the people provide a good service there, but like it's the politics that's embedded in for control over who gets the contracts. And here we go again, that was all stimulated because the board chose to replace the attorney. The attorney got upset and went to the Montgomery with the mayor's support to change, you know, the Mayor's Council Act to increase the number of the board members to give the mayor's side power to take the board, to take the water and sell our water away by now bringing other entities and making them a part of that board who had absolutely nothing to do with building it. That system was built by the citizens of Birmingham, and that's who should control it, and that's who should own it. And as mayor, that would be a first priority to me, to make sure that happens.
Well, we appreciate you being with us today, and we wish you best of luck
Thank
in
you.
your upcoming election. This
Thank
is
you.
Our Issues
Thank you.
Birmingham. I'm Tommy Spina. We will see you next time.